Hi, this is Vamsi Krishna R, FIDE arbiter and national instructor from World Chess Federation. This is my lesson 2 of Ecumen Chess Academy Introduction for Beginners in Chess. Before going through lesson 2, you need to see my first video for having a clear understanding about chess. So here I am going with my lesson 2. Then we shall look at the following pieces on the board: rook, bishop, queen, knight and king. The easiest of all the movements is rook. Therefore, we will start with the rook at first. The rook moves in a straight line, forwards, backwards, to the left, to the right. So, in total, there are 14 plus signs on the board. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 squares that a rook can go in one move. Now we shall examine some of the rook movements. The rook on e4 can move to e7 in one move. From e7 to a7 is also one move. From a7 to a1, a1 to h1, h1 back to d1, and from d1 to d7. These are some of the rook movements. Hope you understood. Now comes a small planning. A rook on c4 going to g2 in two moves. So rook from c4 can come to c2 and back to g2. Now it has gone to the cross mark square in two moves. A black rook moves exactly like a white rook. Therefore, the black rook on c6 can go to c3 in one move and from c3 to e3 in one move. Therefore, the movement of the black rook is also exactly in the same way of the white rook. Now we are moving on to the bishop. The bishop is on light square. It can go to all the light squares marked, see, diagonally: d4, c6, b7, a8, d3, c2, b1, and the bishop from f3, g2 and h1, and also you can go to f5, g6 and h7. So a bishop is controlling 13 squares. You can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 squares for the bishop. Now we shall examine some of the bishop movements. The bishop is on light square, so it can only go to 32 light squares. So bishop to c6, it has moved one move. Bishop to a4, bishop to d1, bishop to h5, bishop to e8, bishop to a4 back, and bishop to b3, and going to the longest distance. Now it has gone to g8 and coming back to d5. Now it is going to the longest light square diagonal, a8 to h1. So till now we have moved a light square bishop. Now we are going with a dark square bishop on dark squares. And black bishop on dark squares can go to a5 from c7 and from a5 to e8. And for your convenience, I'm just explaining. The bishop on e1 cannot go to a light square like a rook c. It is going back. It can't go. The bishop can only move on the dark squares. It can never go to the light square if it is a dark square bishop. And bishop from e1 can go to h4, and from h4 it can go to d8. Now moving a bishop for two moves. Bishop from a5 going to h2 takes two moves like bishop to c7 and from bishop to c7 to h2. These are but a small planning. This is called a bishop pair. Dark square bishop and a light square bishop. Both sides have two bishops. For white we will have dark square and light square, and for black also we will have dark square and light square. There is one bishop for the white squares and one for the dark squares. The bishops can never get in each other's way. They always move past each other. Now we are moving on to the queen. The queen can do a lot of things. it can move like a rook and also a bishop. Therefore, think there is a rook here, it can go as a plus sign. Therefore, see all the file, the E file, there are 7 squares, and on the fourth rank there are 7 squares. Therefore, if it's a rook, it can go all the fourth rank and all the E file. And if it's a bishop, it can go all the B1 and H7 diagonal and also H1 and A diagonal. So a queen can move both like a rook and a bishop. So in total, a queen can move 27 squares, rook 14 and bishop 13, totally 27 squares. Now I am making some queen movements for understanding. A queen from e4 can move like a bishop to h7, and from a queen from h7 can move like a rook to a7. A queen from a7 can move like a bishop to g1, and also can move like a rook from g1 to a1 and go back to h7, a7 like a rook. And it can move like a bishop from a7 to b8 and from b8 to b1 like a rook. Bringing the queen from d6 to a1 in two moves. First I am moving like a bishop to a3 and then I am moving like a rook to a1. Same goes with the white queen. A white queen on g2 can go to c6 like a bishop and from there it goes like a rook to a6. Now we are moving on to knight. The knight takes one step diagonally and one step straight. And from the square on which is standing, at the start it is a bit tricky. Remember it at the start it's a bit tricky. I'm giving a small numbering so that you will remember. Mark the knight standing square as 0, 0, 1, 2 and 1. 0, 1, 2 and 1 means count the knight standing square as 0 and go forward 2 squares 1, 2 and take a left turn 1 square, and also you can take a left right turn 1 square. Therefore 0, 1, 2, 1 is about going up. If you want to go to left, 0, 1, 2. Now you have to take up or down. Up 1 square, 1 and down 1 square, 1. Knight standing on e4, it can go downwards also. 0, 1, 2 and take a left turn d2 or take a right turn 1 square f2. And again the knight can go to right side also. It is standing on e4. Mark the knight as 0, 1, 2 and take up turn 1 square and take a down turn 1 square. You can mark the knight as 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1. Hope you understand. Now I am making some knight movements. As I told, knight is standing on e4. It can move 0, 1, 2 and a turn 1. So we should leave there. 0, again we can go from there. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. This is about the knight moves. Hope you have no doubt. If you have a doubt, please comment below. The same goes with the black knight. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1. This is all about the night moves. If you have any doubt, please watch it back by rewinding. Now planning with the knight, two moves. The knight from d6 to g5. A knight can always go to an opposite color. The knight is standing on a dark square, so it can go to a light square. So it is going to light square 0, 1, 2, 1. And from light square, it can go to a dark square 0, 1, 2, 1. Finally, the knight reached the square that is marked cross. We have completed the knight. Now we have moved to the king. The king may move one square in any direction, straight or diagonal. The king can go to any of the squares marked with a plus. There are 8 of them. Count along with me: d3, d4, d5, e3, e5, f3, f4, f5. In total, we have 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I am making some random moves with the king. The king can always go to a one square beside it. King moved to d5. King moved to d4. King moved to e5, diagonally one square. King moved to d6, diagonally again one square. King moved to c5, diagonally one square. King moved to d5, straight one square. King moved to d4, straight one square. King moved to d3, straight one square. It can king move to d2, straight one square. King move to d1, straight one square. If it wanted to go to d8, it will take 7 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number of squares, number of moves. That's about the king movement. Now moving to the king marked with a cross, it will take 2 moves. King to e4 like a bishop, diagonally one square, only one square. You can always go to one square. And from e4, you can go to f4, one square straight. So finally, the king movement has completed. The same goes with the black king. King from b7 goes to c8. From c8, it can go to d8. From d8, it can go to e8. Now the king reaches the cross in 3 moves. Now, which piece is the strongest? The strength of a piece is largely decided by the number of things it can do. The queen can do the most. The queen can do the most, so it is logically that the queen has the highest rank. The rook can do less than the queen, but more than the bishop and knight. Therefore, it is the second strongest. And after the rook, the bishop is the strongest. But the weakness of moving only in one color, either the light square or the dark square, and the knight can move slowly than the bishop. Therefore, both the bishop and knight have the same value. All the pieces have the same value as their counterpart, and the movement is unique for every piece. If you have any doubt regarding these 5 piece movements, you can go back to the video and watch it again. And still have a doubt, you can comment below so that I will respond as fast as possible for your comment. And then in my next lesson, I am going to teach you about how to attack and capture with these 5 pieces. Thank you. And this is the end of the lesson 2.